So, October 4th, you may be wondering how I am still playing 2xKO. Because right now the servers are down and they're not going to be back up until Tuesday the 7th. Well, dropped the combo there, that was sick. Basically, you can still play the game if you've already installed it while during the closed beta. What we're going to do is go to our folders. Here, I'll show you right now. You can see a little desktop action, Alt F4 this game. Right, we'll go to our folders. See, I'm already in it, but we'll go to this PC, just left side of your folders. Right here, and it'll probably be in your primary drive, probably your C drive. We're just going to go to Write Games, 2xKO, Live, and then Offline Launcher. And you'll just be able to play the game in offline mode. It'll give you a couple messages telling you you're offline, whatever. That's all good. And yeah, I'll just show you that right now. It'll look like that. Just press OK. And there you go. And let's boot up training so I can show you all the things you should be doing right now to get yourself ready for the new season, the ranked season. And just get some elo immediately. Free elo. So yeah, let's get into it. And the number one thing you're going to want to do is just practice your combos. And for the simple reason of you want to be doing as much damage as possible in your games. And two, it's honestly the most fun thing to do in the training mode. Everything else requires a little more setup. For this, all you got to do is press start, head to bots. Block settings, set it to after first hit. That way, if it drops, they'll block like this. So you'll know it dropped. Or another way to tell if it dropped. See there, how they kind of flash out and tech out. That's another way you can tell. And finally, in the top corner there on the left, you can see there's a hit counter, and if it ever stops going up, you'll know that you messed up, or if it grays out. And really, you just want to practice whatever combos seem the most reasonable, and head over to Twitter and just look up the hashtag 2xKO underscore your character's name, or just whatever you've been seeing in match, whatever you've been trying to hit but isn't working, just take it for a spin in training. And given enough time, it'll all start connecting, and it'll just make sense. Another important thing about comboing though is that a lot of times you'll get a straight hit and you won't really notice. You'll try to go into your combo and you'll be way too late. Or what'll happen is they'll be blocking. You'll try to go into your combo and then you realize now you're in a bad scenario because that move you're using was meant to be a combo move, you know, not an on-block move. So what you're going to do, set the bot to random block, and then you're going to do whatever move you like to do in neutral a lot that you also like to convert into a combo. So say we're using Sway Light a lot in neutral, we're going to do this, and we're going to try to hit confirm it. So there he blocked, so we did the normal medium like that. Then we're going to try to get him to get hit and then go into our electric medium like that. And it'll be a little bit weird to get used to at first, but you'll notice that this will make your conversions from neutral so much better. If you're able to notice when you get a real hit and when you get a hit on block, it'll make a huge difference in the scenarios you put yourself in. And a big thing to do this with is whatever button you do that goes straight into special. A lot of characters have a certain button. A lot of times it is one of their specials that has decent range, is decently fast, but it doesn't really convert into anything other than super. So you just want to look to see if they get hit and then go into super. Because a lot of these will also have a bigger delay, and it's a lot easier of a way to get more used to hit confirming. Because hit confirming something like this is quite a bit harder. So figure out whatever special goes straight into super, has decent range. It's your special one. Everyone's a little bit different, but it'll probably be your special one or special two, and hit confirming that into your super. Because if you get something like this, you're going to be hugely minus on block, and it's just, I'm sure you've accidentally supered someone's block and gotten blown up for it before. It's not the best feeling in the world, to say the least. And the next thing is you just want to get really comfortable using your assist. A couple of things to note are when you jump up and backwards, getting forwards assist. That can be really hard to do at first. It's really easy to get backwards assist because, you know, you're jumping backwards. So get used to doing up and backwards and forwards assist. Or you can see here, I just don't press a direction to get neutral assist. But if you especially if you use 2x assist, you really want to be pressing forwards, because say you're on 2x assist and you want to do that assist again. Let's go do that real quick. So up assist, and if we want to do forwards assist again, like so, when you press neutral assist, you'll see that we just tag in, where we have to actually press forwards again, and then he'll go. So especially if you use 2x assist, it's a much better habit to actually press forwards and assist, but you can just press, you know, no direction and press it too. But get used to that, and also calling backwards assist while you're jumping forwards. Those two things specifically could be really hard to get used to in the beginning, so literally just do it a couple times. You can get it like 4 or 5 times in a row. It's not that hard to like get once you're cognitively thinking about it, but if you're just in game and try to rip it out of nowhere, it can be really easy to get the wrong one. So the next thing we're going to do is use it on block string a lot. So whatever strings you may have, you may notice you do some of them, and afterwards sometimes it feels like you're losing ground. They start hitting you, or they're running at you, and then you have to play defensive. Just call your assist. Just get used to doing whatever you like to do, calling assist, doing a couple hits, then switching, and then doing a couple hits. And just do that a couple times. And get used to what you like, figure out what you like this, that, and then medium, heavy, then go. Or maybe go for this, do it, and then you try to do the whole thing again, and tag back and you realize, oh, he's gone. Actually, on the second time I can't go for as much. So you just play around with everything and figure out what you like the best. And something that can help you figure out exactly when you want to do this is head to display in the start menu, turn data display on. Then in this top left here, what we're really looking for is you're going to see something go red right there. It's frame. We're looking for that. So anytime it's red, you're at a disadvantage. And basically what you want to do is figure out what you usually do on block and figure out where it's red. So after that, -9, right? So typically you'll lose your turn there. What you want to do is just call assist there, and see how it went red for a moment. That's potentially okay because it was red for so little, but just to get used to everything and make sure everything's tight, we want it to not be red at all. So maybe you just need to call it a little bit faster. See there, it was never red. In fact, it's blue, meaning that we have an 11 frame advantage, so we got 11 frames to do whatever we want, which is plenty of time. You even like run up into something most likely. So you want to do your whole sequence, making sure that it never gets red, or that if it does get red, it's for a very short amount of time. And the next thing you're going to want to get used to is anti-air. Universally, your down heavy is your anti-air move. So what we're going to do is on our keyboard, we're going to press left shift. That's going to start recording. And then as this other character, we're just going to run up and do an air move. So we'll press left shift again, save that. Then if we press right shift, it'll play. You see he's doing everything we did. And then we're just going to press down heavy when it comes to us and get the punish. And if we wait, he'll loop through it again. And we can go for it again. But you can see this is pretty predictable. And this is more you just knowing exactly what's going to happen and you reacting to somebody jumping at you in the air. It's a good thing to do though, just to get the feel for, you know, at what height do I actually need to press this. And say it's whipping like that, right? And you're not sure why it's whipping. What we can also do is go to display, go to hitboxes on, and you can actually see exactly where your move is hitting. It'll be that red box. It flashes really quickly, but that's what it is. And so you can easily tell if you're missing if the red box just isn't anywhere near them. As you saw, Darius was a little bit behind us, and this move does not hit behind very well, and also doesn't hit super high. So if you time it too early, it's not going to hit them by the time they get to you, or on the left side of you, just not going to hit them at all. So keep that in mind. But like I said, this isn't barely vary the options that are happening. So in start here, we're also going to go to recording. You see that there's several slots. We're going to go to that first slot, press on it, it's going to immediately start playing, and then we can go do one of the things we want to record, and then press left shift again, and it'll record that, and then go to recording, and then go to the other slot, and then do something else, like run in, press medium. Shift again, save that. Now when we press right shift, it's on random playback and it'll do one of the two. So this way we can get a little bit more practice with reacting to jumping. Just doing these two will help you a little bit. You can throw more in there to mix it up, maybe have them do varied timings, but this is a good start just to not give you like a super hard trigger finger with press down heavy. And yeah, it's a great way to get started. And if you get that punish there, like before I did it too slow. If you get that punish, you know you did it well. And do it again, just the medium. Okay, he really likes doing medium. Could we jump, buddy? There we go. And you can also practice your conversions off this, whatever combos you might have. It's great to practice them this way. But another thing you can do if you want to practice those conversions is press right shift again to get it off of this. Let's go to the bot and just set him to bot position jump. You see there, it'll just jump, so then you can just come here. Oh, he's also on block. Let's turn that to after first hit. And then you can just test your combos like that as well. But doing them from the anti-air recording, I would say is probably the best way to do it, just because it's more how it'll be in game, if that makes sense. At this, you could sometimes hit them at really weird heights that you wouldn't actually be hitting in game, so that was a little more consistent for translating to how it'll be in game. So the next thing you want to be practicing is parrying. And if you're on controller, this will probably be one of your bumpers, probably your left bumper. You can also get this by pressing light and heavy at the same time. And there's two kinds of parries. There's this parry, the normal parry, and the low parry, which blocks lows. The normal parry is susceptible to getting hit by lows, so just keep that in mind, but it's typically the parry we're going to want to be using. Most of the moves in the game that are reactable are either mid-hitting or overhead hitting that we're going to want to be trying to deal with. So a prime example of this is Darius. So if we press left shift to act as Darius for a second, look in the top right now where the frame is red, when we press special 1, you'll see that number 28 right there, that's how long it takes for that move to come out. So if you go into any character, that number, the one that's next to the parentheses, will tell you exactly how long it takes to come out. And you're going to want to practice on moves to start that are 25 and higher. 22 and higher is also technically reactable, and even to 20, but in this game there's a lot of things going on, and it's best to just start with 25 plus, and specifically Darius' special 1, because it's 28 frames, is a great way to start. And we can do a similar setup to practice this earlier, or to how we did earlier with the multiple recordings. So to make this easier on ourselves, let's put us in the corner. Let's set the bot to always block. And we're going to go to our first recording slot, and we're just going to want to make pretty similar scenarios so that we don't know exactly when the parry is going to come. So medium heavy pull on this one. Press left shift to save it. On this one, we're just going to do medium into pull, save it. And for this third one, we're going to do medium heavy this and save it. So now we've got a couple different options we have to deal with, and we'll press right shift, put it into playback, and then try to parry them. There we go. Oops. And we block that one. Great. And you just want to do that until you get used to it. I would say do it till it's about like 50-50. Because at that point, it's kind of ready to just take in the game. You might as well do that instead of just sitting in the lab for another hour. Right now you can, because you can't play the game, but generally speaking, I would say get something till it feels about 50-50, then start taking out in game. You realize in game, everything is one, a lot harder, and two, a bit different. So it's better to spend most of your time practicing something against actual people. So I would do that. So we're going to keep using these recordings just because they're really good. Let's turn the display off real quick because I don't want to be looking at all that. And let's switch this character to Yasuo. Yasuo is a character that I would say most people, including myself, have a hard time handling the mix-up of. So I'm not going to put us in the corner for this one. We're just going to sit right here. And we're going to go to the recording. And you're just going to do whatever mix-up you see yourself get hit by. This will be different for everybody. And you want to do it with varied options, right? So go to recording slot 1. Actually, let's act immediately. Oops. Save that. Go to recording slot 2. Oops. Now we'll go to recording slot 2. Do that. Slot 3. Save that. Go to recording slot 4. Do that. Yep. And now we'll press press right shift to do it on playback, and then we just kind of want to follow it with our eyes, make sure we're blocking the right direction, potentially maybe even find some answers, right? Maybe with the Yasuo, I don't really know what we're gonna do, but you can just try things, right? So let's look at this. I tried to react to his jump up with a jab. I ended up getting a low, but you know, it's something to potentially try out, right? There, he did that. Do it again. Got hit. But the general idea, right, is to just block the mix-up. Not necessarily find, you know, the one thing that beats everything, but just be able to block it. Oh, a hit in the front there. And it's also a good place to find your punishes. See how it didn't say punish? If we do that again, okay, he's not going to do that one again. And it says punish in the bottom left. Oh my god, I got mixed up by myself. That's cool. Okay, buddy. Do the one I want you to do. Yes, there's punish there. You can find the punishes to whatever mix-up you're getting hit with. There's a lot of mix-ups and negative. Yasuo's a little bit of an exception where he has a lot of things he can do to make it feel less negative or not be negative depending on what he's doing. But it's a good place to figure out exactly what you should be doing after they do the mix-up too. Yeah, great way to start learning how to block the mix. Just make sure you have a lot of varied options that are similar so you don't always know what's coming next. Okay, the next thing is converting from throws, and this is super character specific. And like I said earlier, I'll be making videos for most of the characters that at least I feel like I understand enough to make a video on. Definitely Vi Echo, I know for sure. Not Ari, I will not be making a video on Ari. Don't know what she should be doing. She's getting a lot of changes soon too to be changed for her routing to make her things more consistent, and it's going to make her neutral quite a bit different too. So I think it might not be the best in the world right now to go crazy labbing her. But a lot of characters are staying pretty similar, or to an extent of which gives you a lot of room to still practice things. And one of those things, most likely, is going to be converting on throws. Not every character can do this. Vi is an exceptional example where she can convert on throws herself or as an assist. So say Echo gets this throw here, and call her back assist for you to combo off of. And her herself can combo. So, if your character can combo off throws, if you know they can, go for it, practice that. It's really important to do, especially if they have the ability to combo from a distance. Make sure you really get the timing on running up and getting it. But that's very character specific, so check out the videos that'll probably be releasing later today or very early tomorrow on how to do that. So the next thing we're going to do is grab rolls. And rolls you can react to with a throw. It's pretty hard to do, but we can. Let's turn this display off real quick. We don't need to be seeing all that anymore. Off, hitbox display off. We'll go to bots here, and we'll do ground tech settings. To start off, it's pretty good to just set it to forward rise and then kind of fake react. Get up attack, we'll put that on to never for now. Throw escape settings, never. And we'll put them into a soft knockdown state, which by the way looks like that when they're on the ground. If something isn't, you'll see this, they'll pop up into the air. Either that or you'll see they're like slowly a little bit grayed out, fall to the ground. That means you got the drop in the air, and that's not what we're looking for. And one guaranteed way to get this is this triggered right here real quick. See what says limit strike in the bottom right corner? That's one way to know that you have it. Another way to know that you don't have it is if it ever says hard knockdown, like off of a forwards throw. In those scenarios, they literally can't roll, so it's not an option you have to cover. But the reason we want to be throwing rolls is because one of the options we have is to sit back, block, and what this will do is let us react to throws and block get-up attacks, which we can get a nice punish after. So, yeah, we got our settings all right. Let's try to react to the roll and throw it. There we go. And it'll be a little bit easier if you position yourself just a tad bit backwards. Yes, it's punished in the corner there. So you actually have a little bit longer than you might think to punish a roll, especially if you position yourself right. The main issue can be whiffing the grab if, say, like this. We get way too close to them. See right there how we're completely whiffing it? That's a really important thing to note. Also in the mid-screen, it can be really easy. Let's put them on back roll, back rise. Really hard to react to that, so it's not happening because you're just going so far away. So something to keep in mind if you're doing this, if they back roll, instead of grabbing, you kind of need to try to chase them. But in the corner, this is much better to do, much easier to do. Let's send him to back rise while he's in the corner and just see what he does. See how he does a little tumble, a little spin? You can throw that. So you're say punish. So what you're going to do next is set this to random, which means he also has a chance to do a neutral rise and try to throw it. Yep, there it says punish. You see how he was like all the way across and kind of standing before I did it? You have quite a little bit longer to react than you might think. Oh. I saw the flash, but that's just neutral get-up. It can flash on neutral get-up. But I see how he just slowly stands up. That's how you know we got neutral get-up. And then your throw will look like it just did. There we go. You just do this a couple times so you feel comfortable with it. And let's start taking it in the game. Second thing though, to build upon this, make sure you're not somehow reacting to get-up attack. Let's put them on randomly get-up attack. In fact, just to start, we're just gonna put them on always get-up attack for a second. Block that. Because the animation is definitely different. But you know, any animation when you're really trying to just in the heat of the moment go for a reactionary thing can, you know, trigger you and you could do the wrong thing. So get used to having this on as well. The best way to practice this is probably to put get-up attack settings on a random with ground tech rise on a random as well, and then go for it from there. But once you start getting used to it, we're just gonna put them on get-up attack always, because you want to have a good answer after get-up attack. You want to find whatever your character's best punishes. Oh my god, I still had a thing up there. But let's just do this for instance. Basically after this, you should always be getting a huge amount of damage. So you just want to find whatever works for your characters that just absolutely deletes their HP bars. And get really comfortable with it, because you want them to be afraid to do that option instead of it being their default answer. And that's pretty much it. There's not a bunch of time to be practicing these things, so I figured I'd keep it short. Things that you can get used to pretty fast. These will make you a lot better of a player. I can almost guarantee it. If you aren't doing one of these, even a couple of these things, adding them to your game is going to be huge. Because momentum, I would say, is a huge thing in this game, and the more you can keep it rolling, characters can die very fast. So all you need is to win 2 of these scenarios, especially if you already won neutral and you could have one of their characters completely dead, which is huge. So yeah, if you have any questions about any of this stuff, comment below. I'll be making those couple of videos like I said, so check those out. Subscribe if you want to see those pop up on your little feed, and just like and check everything else out. We'll see you in the next one, and I'll leave you with a little goodie combo. That's crazy, I dropped the combo. Goodbye, I'm going to bed.